Welcome, everyone. My name is Doug Smith, and I'm the risk manager here at TSD. I'm sure that everyone would agree that safety is first and foremost on all our jobs. So we're going to move right ahead and give you some basics on safety here at TSD. Welcome to the Risk Management New Employee Orientation on Safety. First, we have traffic safety. As you noticed, it's a very large campus with a lot of roadways, intricate cutoffs, parking areas, so it's important that we follow the rules. Notice the different times where we have one way only, and this allows our buses to get in and unload in a safe manner. So please observe all those rules and study your maps before you begin. Always watch for pedestrians, and of course, no texting and no calls at all while you're driving. A lot of students are entering and exiting the roadways to cross to their schools. So we want to make sure that we're extra careful in that manner. Fire lanes. Red means you're not allowed to park in the fire lane. That is a fire lane. That is for emergency vehicles in case there is an emergency such as a fire. Do not park in the fire lanes. Your car will be towed. Yellow curbs, loading and unloading zones only. So look at the signs. 15-minute parking means 15 minutes. Run in, take care of your business, make sure that the vehicle is secured, come back and leave. 15 minutes only. Pick up and drop off means pick up and drop off only. Do not leave your vehicle. Here in Austin, we have quite a bit of array of wildlife, especially bats. Occasionally, bats will fly and land on our campus. Never approach or touch a bat or any animals. It is unsafe to do so. If somebody accidentally does come in contact, call security right away. Some of the other critters that we have on campus, yes, they're cuddly, but you don't want to touch them. If you do see them, please report it anyway. Fire marshal regulations, wall coverings, corridors no more than 20% of the wall area. Rooms, no more than 50% of the wall can be covered. Decorations to be 24 inches down from the ceiling. No decorations are allowed in the stairwells, ceilings. Nothing attached directly to the ceiling. Banners and similar items may be hung from ceilings by a metal wire, and it cannot be hung on any sprinkler. Nothing within 24 inches of the ceiling. If you have questions or concerns regarding that, contact Risk Management. Anyone who comes in contact with chemicals on our property or uses chemicals such as cleaners are going to be using certain acetones, different kind of chemicals you may use. Depending on what it is, every employee has a right to know what they're using. This is part of our global harmonization system, better known as GHS. If you do use these chemicals, you will have a binder placed in your area which identifies the specific chemicals used in your job. Get to know these chemicals and get to know where your binder is. In case of an emergency, you'll have access to this. Some chemical labels will use pictograms, which makes it easier today to look and identify certain hazards. Physical hazards, health hazards, environmental hazards. TSD has on campus an emergency light system. We are currently under construction with a new innovative system that integrates the lights and tells us when there's an emergency. In any case, when you do see an amber light, return to your area, look at your computers or your phones, and look at the messages that are occurring at that time to tell you further instructions. We will keep you up to date when the new system is installed. As you'll notice, in certain areas in the campus, there's construction going on. Please be reminded, do not cross barricades, do not cut across areas that are under construction, as it may be very dangerous. After all, what's the most important device known to man? The brain. Common sense, basic ability to perceive, understand, judge things, share, comment to. Nearly all people can be reasonably expected, of nearly all people with any need for debate. Unforeseen and unplanned event or circumstance. Well, I think this kind of tells all right here. There's obviously a mistake. Error, judge, fault resulting from defective judgment, deficient knowledge, or carelessness. That's the definition of mistake. Obviously, you don't want to see anybody doing what is in front of us now. What is the definition of safe? Free of risk. Are we really truly free of risk? What are some of the risks at your job? Sharps, meaning needles. Driving. Bloodborne pathogen, BBP. Repetitive motions, which comes under ergonomics. Chemicals. Equipment that you're using. Walking surfaces. If you look at our campus, we have many different walking surfaces. Levels may change immediately. Always watch where you're walking. Risk control is being able to identify hazards in your work area and knowing what steps to take to eliminate or reduce those hazards. That's our ultimate goal, isn't it? Examples of risk controls: personal protective equipment. Housekeeping. No cluttered areas. Nothing left in someone's way where they can trip. Training. Making sure they have the right tools and training to do the job correctly. Inspections. Looking for deficiencies. Policies, procedures, and processes. Why do we still have injuries? Failure to follow safety policies and procedures. Inattention to surroundings. The perceived benefit outweighs the perceived risk. Meaning, well, I don't think there's much to it, I'm going to go do it anyway. No. Risk acceptance is what we've come to, and that is what contributes to injuries. How do we prevent risk acceptance? By creating a safety culture, education, communication, and direction. The majority of injuries are a direct result of conscious or unconscious decision that was made by an individual. Who's responsible for your safety? You. Correct. For more information on anything relating to security and safety and risk management, contact security or risk manager. These are the numbers. Identify those. Once again, thank you and welcome to the Texas School for the Deaf.